On this week's episode of the Crushing Debt Podcast, how to save money during the holidays. So welcome back to this week's episode. My name is Shawn Yesner, owner and founder of Yesner Law. And with me, as always, is your financial coach, George Curbelo. How you doing, George?
Doing well. It is hot. It is finally the month of July, when at the time of recording. But it's very hot here in Florida, very humid here in Florida. But I feel like that's normal, right? So I shouldn't be like still complaining about that.
So we're going to my younger son's favorite band is the Imagine Dragons.
Ooh.
And they're coming to Tampa September 1.
Nice.
And so my mother-in-law got the five of us, me, my two sons, my mother-in-law, my stepfather-in-law. They got us all tickets to go see Imagine Dragons.
Beautiful.
Here in Tampa on September 1. My older son says, well, I want to go buy a hoodie before we go to this concert. I'm like, why do you want to buy a hoodie?
Because that's what kids do, man.
He said, because we're going to be outside in September. I'm like, dude, in a hoodie, you're going to melt in a hoodie.
September, I feel, is the worst of the months. Are you kidding me? It's like it's supposed to... I remember September when I was, back in New York. You're like, oh, it's a little chilly and stuff. Yeah. But nowadays, I feel like it's like, no, it's still 85 and 90 degrees.
It's hot.
No, thank you. But anyway,
happy 4th of July.
Same to you. We're celebrating America, my friend, and we're gonna eat fake hot dogs. No, I'm gonna eat hot dogs and at least one hamburger. That's what my plans are.
I had an ex-girlfriend way before I met my wife. An ex-girlfriend who. Her and her whole family were from Canada, and she actually was naturalized as a citizen.
Sure.
On the 4th of July.
Okay.
It was like a Friday or a Saturday
Lucky.
or whatever on the 4th of July.
Okay.
Whatever, more than almost, I guess, 20 years ago or so now. And so we were just trying to decide what are we going to do for dinner. And I said, you just got naturalized citizenship today. We got to have hot dogs and hamburgers and corn on the cob.
Exactly. What do you? It was a mashed potatoes, a potato salad. Come on now. It's now you're American.
Yeah.
We gotta get you some cardiac problems.
Exactly. Although what also should be at your 4th of July barbecue this year.
What's that?
Magic Mind.
That's it. Let's go. I need the energy to be able to survive.
You got to have that Magic Mind shot to survive having the family and friends over for a barbecue.
You need to be sharp and focused because those conversations are going to be very, very specific, I would imagine, at this time of year.
Yeah. So actually, I'm kind of running low on my supply, and I think our next supply is ordered and on the way. But I was running low, so I haven't been drinking my Magic Mind every day. And so yesterday, I was preparing. I've got a fairly big hearing coming up today, and I couldn't focus. I was tired. I was yawning. I would read the same sentence like 3 times, I was barely understanding it. And so the first thing I did was I took a break, and I just kind of walked around the backyard and kind of relaxed. I was working from home, but then as soon as after 30 seconds and gallons of sweat running down my back from being outside, I came inside, I took a Magic Mind shot, and within an hour, I was cranking out work again.
Nice. Okay.
It did legitimately help me focus.
The energy, the focus, and just to be able to kind of finish the day strong.
Yeah, midday. I took it 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, midday. And, by the time I got to 8-9 o'clock at night, I still was able to go to sleep.
Nice.
It didn't keep
So it didn't
me
give
up.
you the jitters or anything like that to be able to, okay. So that's a good focus, a good energy, and be able to really enjoy it. That's awesome to hear, man.
Yep.
And again, you just said the importance of maybe having a subscription so you never run out. And you're always on top of that. So there you go. I think we just learned another lesson there.
Yeah. So if you want to try out Magic Mind, they are a sponsor of the show. So if you want to try them out, you go to magicmind.com/crushing20. And that's the code, crushing20. That'll get you 20% off. You can order either a 15 or 30-day supply, or you can order a 15 or 30-day supply by subscription. So you just get it every single month. And again, with that crushing20 code, I think you get 20% off your first order, I think, if it's a subscription service.
There you go.
But, definitely try out Magic Mind. It works. It works better than some of the name brands, which I will not mention out of respect for Magic Mind. But I've taken a lot of them, and I think, in my mind, Magic Mind works better. So,
nice.
What are your plans for today, for the 4th of July?
So I would say the biggest thing is enjoying the day off. That's going to be the one thing, and trying to save money, because for me, it's try to stay home, relax, enjoy the time with family. We're probably going to have a nice little barbecue, do the normal stuff, and probably watch some baseball, because I'm a huge baseball fan. So I'd, watch at least a game, hopefully see my Mets win, and make me happy from that standpoint. And I think for us, it's we do have a community pool, so we're probably going to hang out, get some sun and enjoy the day. So that's the game plan for me and my family.
Nice. You know what strikes me about that plan?
What's that?
I didn't hear you say anything about spending money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The reason why I'm in that boat right now, and just like life happens to all of us, my daughter is out in Oklahoma. She's doing a month program to improve and really work on her theater. She's very musical theater, singing. She's really good. So she's fine-tuning her craft. So at the end of the month, we are traveling to see the show. So, of course, can't do any extra spending because it's not allowed in the budget. We have to stick to the budget that we have so that we can enjoy the trip and have no guilt when we get back. So that's the idea that we're doing. So, and for me, I'm not a big, let's go to 4th of July and see fireworks and do those kind of things, because that just means a lot more people around me. So not a big fan of that.
I'm kind of thinking the same thing. We... in what, 2 weeks? So 2 weeks from when this episode comes out, we will be coming home from Disney World. So we're leaving to go on a week vacation. So I'll be here next week, and then the week after we'll be gone. We'll be in Disney. I'll still get a show posted, but we'll be in Disney. And so I'm kind of thinking the same thing. I'm going to keep it low key. Yeah. I'm not going to spend a lot of money. I got to save up my money. I think I told this joke the last time I went to Disney, but did you hear about the theft, the robbery they had at Disney?
No, I did not. What's
someone got away with $20,000.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, you know what they took?
What'd they take?
They took a hot dog, a Diet Coke, and a bucket of popcorn.
Oh my goodness! I think I know that one. I think it was a mouse. Yeah, hiding around that. It is expensive. You're saying to go to Disney. It's expensive
to go to Disney.
Although I'll tell you, I think I read an article recently, and my wife, we were stunned. People talk about trips like that. People are taking out loans to go to Disney. I mean, I would love to do the Star Wars experience. I hear it's amazing. But my lord, I believe it's very expensive.
Yeah, they have that hotel at Disney.
Yes,
that is. It's as if you're riding on a Star Wars.
Yep.
Cruise.
Like Endor is like and then you have exactly with that.
But you're right, it is super. So I remember talking to somebody. They were going to Disney. They had friends that were going to meet them, and so they said to their friends, "Well, why don't you just get tickets to?" Because the way they do track everything. So if you want to park at the hotels, you need to be a guest of the hotels.
Correct.
And so the only way to park at the hotel is to get the room. And I guess the room that my friends were staying in had maxed capacity. So for the other friends to go and stay there, they would have had to have bought another room. 2 people for 3 nights. It was a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So 4 days, 3 nights.
Yep.
2 people, an extra room, kind of last minute notice, $2,800.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
It was nuts.
No,
they decided not. The 2 of them decided not to go to Disney.
That makes a lot of sense to be.
But we're doing the same thing. We might have a barbecue. I think we're going to friends' houses. One of the other big money saving techniques that I like during holidays and whatnot, when you have people over for a party or you go to someone's house for a party, is the potluck.
Yeah, potluck is huge.
So I'm not having to supply food for, the 20 people that are there. I can bring, a side dish or something and spend a quarter of the money.
Right. Or a lot of them with the host is like, hey, I'll supply the drinks. You guys can supply the food. So it's a lot of things like that.
Or the paper plates
or
and cups.
Exactly.
Or the bring a side dish or bring chips and salsa or bring something like that.
I mean, those are the easy ways to be, especially if you're going to have guests over, have family over, opportunity for everybody to contribute, so it's not just one person taking on the cost. So that totally makes sense. I understand fireworks is the big thing for 4th of July. I do enjoy your Macy's and all of that kind of stuff. I get all that. Oh my goodness, though. It is a very expensive hobby if you are, a connoisseur of fireworks. So I would say Probably not popular, but skip the fireworks if you're looking to save some money, because I'm not in the big, like burning money. And burning money through fireworks for how many seconds of entertainment?
Literally burning money.
So I would say that's a huge, especially on 4th of July, especially on those types of independence. I get it. We want to celebrate. We want to enjoy that. But if you're spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on fireworks, especially when you're trying to stabilize the budget, could be a good opportunity to save on this day as well.
I mean, I'm torn because on the one hand, so I'm lucky because on the one hand, my association, my homeowners association, doesn't allow fireworks.
Oh, well, there you go.
So I can't.
You can't.
Now, what they will allow,
shucks.
They'll allow candles. Like not like a little candle, but the things that just shoot off the. They don't go very high up in the air.
The sparklers. The things like that.
Sparklers, but also like something that just shoots off a little. Some light and it doesn't make a lot of
no
noise.
sound. Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So they'll allow those. So I'll buy some of those and we'll maybe do them in the front yard or smoke bombs or sparklers, like you said.
Sure.
We'll do that. But another way to save a ton of money on the holidays is to go somewhere to watch fireworks.
There you go. I agree with you there.
For those of you that live here in the Tampa Bay area, one thing I know that happens every time there's fires on 4th of July, New Year's, and all the big holidays. You can go to short-term parking at the airport, at the Tampa airport. You go to short-term parking, you go all the way to the top of the parking garage, and you literally get a 360-degree view of Tampa. You can see the fireworks in Tampa. You can see fireworks in St. Pete. You can see fireworks. I know, like, a lot of times the minor league team, the Clearwater Threshers,
I was gonna say,
will shoot off fireworks. The Tampa team will shoot off fireworks. The Yankees affiliate will shoot off fireworks. And you can sit there at the top and you can see everything going on.
Yep.
From up top there.
No, I would agree. I think when I was living in Pennsylvania, local affiliates up there, the small minor league teams, they would have concerts plus the fireworks show at the end of the day. So definitely look into what is around in the community. A lot of them are free. So you just go, and so instead of spending the money, right, and have what you go and check out what's local, have somebody else spend that money for you.
Well, and again, I'm torn because on the one hand, I get it. I don't want to bug the neighbors. I don't want to bug the neighbors' dogs. I don't want to bug the neighbors with kids or the neighbors that need to get their sleep.
Yep.
At the same time, I mean, you really only shoot off fireworks twice a year, 4th of July and New Year's.
That's in theory, yes. I used to live in New York. Fireworks would be going off all the time. So
you don't know if those are fireworks or gunshots, right?
Well, that's another topic for another day. But yes, you want to make sure you understand that difference. But I would say, you're right. It's one of those kind of things. I get it. It's a 4th of July tradition, but it's one of those kind of things that we want to be a little bit more money conscious. That's all we're asking.
And we may also. Does your house have a pool?
Not a community pool. Yes.
Yeah. So we do too. So we may end up at the community pool. We may end up. I know one of my kids got invited to a friend's house. They have a pool.
Nice.
So we don't have a pool either. Just the community pool.
Love it. So another maybe not so popular. I like the fact you stay local. Look at the communities. There's stuff online that allows you to be able to find some of those kind of things as well. Look for opportunities to be able to kind of save money on these holidays. I do get recommended, obviously food, limiting drinks, though. Limiting alcohol could be a way to save money as well. Not a popular.
No, not popular, but definitely. And again, I mean, I heard this morning from a criminal law attorney friend of mine. They I don't know what they're called all over the place, but I know Tampa has what they call the Wolf Pack.
Yep.
And so they're out looking for DUI drivers.
That's the other thing.
And so you definitely want to be careful if we're gonna drink on 4th of July. It happens.
Yes.
Just don't be stupid about it.
Hey, don't get behind the wheel. Obviously, definitely fatalities seem to go up. There's a ton of people traveling for the holiday as well. I would imagine beginning the day before, day after, and obviously during the day. So, definitely be safe out on the roads.
Well, and again, this year, like you said, with travel this year, when the 4th of July falls on a Thursday, most people will also take that Friday off and get 4-day weekends.
Correct.
And you think barbecues and fireworks and whatnot are expensive. Wait till you have to pay an attorney for a DUI.
Yeah, you go. Exactly. Be smart.
Yeah.
Be smart on that. And you just said it too. Staying local. Obviously traveling going somewhere to travel, if you're visiting family and things like that, if there's an opportunity to stay local. So instead of, because everybody's going to be on the road. So there's tolls, there's gas, there's, that type of thing. That's part of the travel. There's going to be a ton of people. So if there's an opportunity to stay local and just be with friends and family, take advantage of that. That's another way to be able to save money on those holidays.
Yeah. So, a little bit of a shorter episode this week, in part because we just want to wrap it up and let you get to your 4th of July holiday weekend. But I do want to mention again real quick our sponsors. So again, we got Magic Mind, magicmind.com/crushing20 is the code. Plus you can put that code in and that'll be 20% off your order. Also Sam with Attorneys First Insurance. If you're an attorney, if you're a title company, you need malpractice coverage, definitely contact Sam at attorneysfirst.com. If you want to support us on this beautiful 4th of July weekend, you can go to patreon.com/crushingdebt. We do need some money to buy fireworks and shoot off fireworks this year, so you can
celebrate a nice. How many episodes we're gonna get up to soon? Hopefully we get to 450. We'll have the fireworks so we can kind of shoot those off and enjoy some progress in the podcast as well.
There you go. Today's episode 425, and something
nice.
So I put the episode number in the title. So when the title of the episode comes out, now I had one podcaster say to me once, what comes up on the screen when you're listening to the podcast is kind of the first few words.
Yeah.
So if I put episode 425, money saving tips, people are going to see episode 425 money, and that might be all they see. So what I typically do is I say money saving tips episode 425, and people ask, and I've had podcasters say to me, you shouldn't number your episodes. Well, then how else am I supposed to tell you? Go back and check out episode 327. If I don't
on this date back in 1947, listen to the radio station of make it easy for people to find.
A lot of podcasting is basically just what works for you, what works for the host, what works for the listeners. There is no right or wrong.
So. No way. In anything in life we do.
Exactly. So much shorter episode today. So we apologize for that, but we will be back.
Good saving tips on a holiday, and you're right. Get to go make those hot dogs.
There you go. Get back. Don't let your hamburgers burn on the grill.
Go cut the grass on 4th of July. You know it's too high.
I'm not cutting the grass on the. I'm not cutting the grass any day during the summer. I've got someone to pay someone to do it, so I don't have to.
Well, there you go. It's in the budget, people.
It's in the budget. It is in the budget. So I think that'll do it for this week's episode.
Happy holidays. Happy 4th to everyone, to you and your family. Be safe. And we'll see you next time for sure.
Absolutely. And we hope that you have more money at the end of the month rather than month at the end of the money. And everyone have a happy 4th of July.